Alright, so here we go. We've got another Rolle's theorem example here. So once again, we're looking for f of a to equal f of b. So let's do f of a. One, I know that this is continuous on all the intervals, and I know that it is differentiable because each piece, x over 2, and the sine of pi x over 6, they're both differentiable. So them added together, they both have to be differentiable. So f of a is going to be equal to, and it's not f of a, it's going to be f of negative 1 this time, is equal to negative 1/2 minus the sine of negative 1 pi over 6. Which, hey, we know this, negative 1. And so that negative 1/2 still stays there. And then in this realm, the sign is going to be negative, because if we think of where it is, the sign, if you're looking at a unit circle, anytime you have the sign in the third or fourth quadrant, it's going to be negative. So it's minus a negative 1/2. So right now we've got a negative 1/2 and it's plus 1/2, so the f of negative 1 is equal to 0. So now I need to do the same thing for f of, 0 there. And so if I get 0 over 2, I get 0. So that's 0 minus, well, the sine of 0 we also know is 0. So that's still equal to 0. So both of these are going to be equal to 0. So we can use Rolle's theorem. So what we want to do is we want to find all the values where f of c, f prime of c, is going to be equal to 0. In order to do that, let's take the derivative. So f prime of x is equal to, well, that's like 1/2 x to the first power, or just 1/2. And the sine, the derivative of that, is going to be the cosine of what's on the inside times the derivative of the inside. So that would be pi over 6. So if I go ahead and do this, I want to find all of the area, all of the times where this chunk is equal to 0. So what I'm going to write is 0 is equal to 1/2 minus pi over 6 cosine of pi x over 6. So then all we have to do here is subtract 1/2 and divide by pi over 6. So I've got, by a negative pi over 6, sorry. So I've got 3 over pi is equal to my cosine of pi x over 6. So I'm going to continue this on a new page here. So it was pi over 3 is equal to the cosine of pi x over 6. So to go ahead and get rid of that cosine, I need to do the inverse cosine of both sides. And at this point, I know that I probably am going to end up using my calculator, and you'd be able to use your calculator for a problem like this. But I would have the inverse cosine of pi over 3 is equal to pi x over 6. So multiply by 6 and divide by pi at the same time. And what that's going to end up with is the 6 over pi times the cosine, the inverse cosine of pi over 3. And that's going to give me x. So when I plug that into my calculator, I'm going to get x is equal to 0.57558. So that would be the area, or the critical point, where f prime of x would be equal to 0. So that's where the slope is 0 at that point.